You are born not in a castle, but in the shadow of a secret that will destroy your family. It is 1881. The village of Mould on the Wold looks peaceful, but inside your house the air is thick with tension. Your father, Percival, is a man with a short fuse and a fierce love. Your mother, Kendra, is sharp, proud, and terrified. You are the eldest. You are brilliant. Magic flows through you like electricity, easy and natural. But your childhood ends the day 3 Muggle boys see your little sister Ariana doing magic in the garden. They don't understand it. They fear it. They attack her to stop the freakishness. Ariana is 6 years old. When they are done with her, she is broken. She wouldn't use magic again, but she couldn't get rid of it. It turned inward, driving her mad, exploding out of her when she couldn't control it. Your father doesn't wait for the ministry or the law. He hunts the boys down. He doesn't kill them, but he makes sure they never forget. The ministry arrests him. He goes to Azkaban, laughing, protecting the secret of Ariana's condition. If the authorities knew she was an obscurial, a magical bomb, they would lock her up for life. So your father rots in a cell with dementors, and you become the man of the house at 10 years old. You move to Godric's Hollow. You learn to lie before you learn long division. My sister is frail, you say. She is ill. You hide the screams coming from the attic. You hide the bruises on your mother's arms when Ariana loses control. You learn that power is nothing without control. Hogwarts is your escape. You arrive at the castle, and for the first time, you breathe. You are not just the son of a convict here. You are a prodigy. You devour books on charms, transfiguration, and dark defense. You win every prize. You dazzle every teacher. But you are arrogant. You look at your classmates and see children. You want equals, but you find only followers. Elphias Doge follows you like a puppy because you were kind to him once. You tolerate him. Inside, you are screaming for someone who understands the scope of your mind. You write letters to famous wizards, and they write back, treating you like an adult. You graduate with glory. You and Doge plan a grand tour of the world. You are going to see Greece, Egypt, the ancient magics. You are going to leave the suffocating darkness of your home forever. You pack your trunk. You can taste the freedom. It tastes like lemon drops and old parchment. Then the owl comes. Ariana had an episode. Your mother is dead. The golden summer of death. You return home. The cage door slams shut. You are 19, arguably the most brilliant wizard of your generation, and you are trapped in a cottage, boiling oatmeal for a mad sister and an angry brother. Aberforth, your brother, is rough, simple, and honest. He blames you for not being there. You blame him for being mediocre. You pace the floorboards until they creak. You stare out the window, wasting away. You feel your potential rotting inside you. You are destined for greatness, but you are shackled to a corpse and a sick girl. You begin to resent them. You begin to hate the duty that binds you. Then, he arrives. You look out the window and see a golden boy. He has hair like sunlight and a laugh that makes the air vibrate. Gellert Grindelwald. He is staying with his great-aunt, Bathilda Bagshot, next door. You meet him, and for the first time in your life, you are not alone. He is your equal. He is your mirror. Where you are cautious, he is wild. Where you are brilliant, he is visionary. You spend every waking moment together. You ignore Ariana. You ignore Aberforth. You sit in the long grass, fingers brushing, talking about changing the world. Gellert talks about the Deathly Hallows, the wand, the stone, the cloak, master of death. He talks about a world where wizards don't have to hide like rats, a world where you rule the muggles for their own good. For the greater good, he writes. You stare at the words. You ignore the cruelty in his voice. You ignore his fascination with pain. You are in love. You are blinded by the light of a shared destiny. You plan to leave with him. You will take Ariana, or leave her, it doesn't matter. You are going to reshape the earth. Aberforth confronts you. The kitchen smells of stale bread and impending violence. He screams that you can't take Ariana, that she will die in the real world. Gellert laughs at him. Gellert calls him a stupid little boy standing in the way of progress. Gellert draws his wand, the Cruciatus curse. You watch your brother scream in agony under your lover's wand. The spell breaks the trance. You draw your own wand. It is a three-way duel. Flashes of green, red, and white light destroy the kitchen. The air fills with the smell of ozone and burning wood. Ariana hears the noise. She comes running, distressed, magic exploding from her hands. She wants to help. She wants it to stop. A flash of green light. Ariana falls. She hits the floor with a sound that ends your life. Silence. Gellert runs. He flees through the window, a coward in the face of real consequence. You and Aberforth stand over the body of your sister. You don't know whose spell killed her. Was it Gellert? Was it Aberforth? Or was it you? At the funeral, Aberforth breaks your nose. You don't defend yourself. The physical pain is a relief. It is the only thing that feels real. The golden summer is over. You are 20 years old, and you have destroyed your family. The professor of regret. You retreat to Hogwarts. It is the only place that ever felt safe. You become the Transfiguration teacher. You refuse the position of Minister of Magic. Once, twice, 3 times they ask. You refuse because you know the truth. You cannot be trusted with power. You watch Gellert from afar. He is rising in Europe. He builds a fortress, Nurmengard. He carves, for the greater good, over the entrance. Your words. Your handwriting on the gate of hell. Every death he causes is a weight on your soul. Decades pass. You wear grey robes and grow a beard to hide your face. You become eccentric. You distract people with sherbet lemons and odd jokes so they don't look into your eyes. If they did, they would see the graveyard there. You go to an orphanage in London. The matron tells you about a boy. He hurts other children. He hangs rabbits from the rafters. He steals. You enter his room. It is bare, cold, and meticulously ordered. Tom Riddle. He is handsome, polite, and completely empty. He demands you prove you are a wizard. You set his wardrobe on fire. He doesn't flinch. You see the hunger in his eyes. It is the same hunger you saw in Gellert. It is the same hunger you felt in yourself. You invite him to Hogwarts. You tell yourself you can guide him. You tell yourself you can save him. But you watch him closely. While others are charmed by his charisma, you see the predator underneath. You know monsters because you loved one. The world is burning. It is 1945. Muggles are fighting a world war, and Grindelwald is fueling the flames. Millions are dying. The wizarding world screams for you to intervene. Only Dumbledore can stop him, they say. You delay. You make excuses. You are terrified, not of dying. You are terrified that if you fight him, he will tell you the truth. He knows who killed Ariana. You can't bear to hear it. You would rather let Europe burn than face your own guilt. But the bodies pile too high. You can no longer hide. You travel to Germany. The air smells of ash and dark magic. He is waiting for you. He looks older, harder, but his eyes are the same. He holds the Elder Wand, the wand you sought together. He smiles. He thinks you won't fight. He thinks the blood pact of your youth still holds, even though it is physically broken. The duel is not a dance. It is a natural disaster. The earth cracks. Fire meets water. You fight with a desperation he doesn't understand. He fights for power. You fight for penance. You are quicker, not because you are stronger, but because you have nothing left to lose. You disarm him. The Elder Wand flies into your hand. It hums, recognizing a new master. You look down at him. You could kill him. The world would cheer. Instead, you lock him in his own prison. Death is too easy. He must live with what he has done, just like you. The War of Shadows. You are the hero now. The defeater of Grindelwald. They put your face on chocolate frog cards. You become headmaster. You are the symbol of light. But the darkness hasn't left. It has just changed shape. Tom Riddle returns as Lord Voldemort. He is not like Grindelwald. Grindelwald wanted to rule. Voldemort wants to destroy. He mutilates his soul to cheat death. He gathers followers, the Death Eaters. The war begins again. This time, you don't run. You form the Order of the Phoenix. You gather the brave, the misfits, the outcasts. You ask them to fight. You ask them to die. And they do. You bury former students. You bury friends. You look at the photo of the original order, and year by year, the faces fade into ghosts. The Hog's Head Inn, the smell of stale beer and goats. Sybil Trelawney goes into a trance. She speaks a prophecy. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord approaches. You hear it, but so does a spy, Severus Snape. Snape comes to you on a hilltop. The wind whips his black robes. He is begging. He sold the prophecy to Voldemort, and now Voldemort is going to kill the woman Snape loves. Lily Potter. You look at this disgusting, pathetic man. You are disgusting, you tell him. You do not care about her husband or her child. Only her. But you need a weapon. You need a spy. You make a deal with the devil. You promise to hide the Potters if Snape serves you. He agrees. He sells his soul to you. You cast the Fidelius charm. You advise them to use a secret keeper. You suggest Sirius Black. They switch to Peter Pettigrew without telling you. You should have known. You are the greatest wizard alive, and you missed the rat in the room. Halloween, 1981. The Potters are dead. Voldemort is gone, blasted apart by his own curse rebounding off a baby. You stand in the ruins of the house in Godric's Hollow, the same village where your sister died. History is a circle of blood. You hold the baby, Harry. He has her eyes. You know what he is. He is a Horcrux. A piece of Voldemort's soul lives inside him. For Voldemort to die, the boy must die. You make the hardest choice of your life. You leave him on a doorstep in the cold. You leave him with the Dursleys. You know they will be cruel. You know he will be unloved. But her blood protection will keep him alive. You condemn him to 10 years of misery to buy him a lifetime of survival. For the greater good, whispers a voice in your head. You silence it. The pig for slaughter. 10 years of peace. Then Harry arrives at Hogwarts. He is small, skinny, and desperate for kindness. Just like you were. Just like Tom was. You watch him from your high tower. You are kind to him, but you are distant. You cannot afford to love him. If you love him, you won't be able to do what needs to be done. You set up the tests. The Philosopher's Stone. You let him face Voldemort alone at age 11. You need to see if he is strong. You need to toughen him. You are forging a weapon in the shape of a child. Years pass. The Chamber of Secrets. The Prisoner of Azkaban. The Goblet of Fire. Voldemort returns. You see the fear in Harry's eyes when he comes back from the graveyard holding Cedric Diggory's body. You feel a crack in your heart. You are starting to care. That is dangerous. You distance yourself in his 5th year. You don't look at him. You fear Voldemort will use the connection to possess him. Harry hates you for it. He trashes your office. He screams at you. You sit there and take it. You deserve it. You deserve worse. But you have your own demons. You find the Resurrection Stone. It is set in a ring, cursed by Voldemort. For 1 second, you are not the wise headmaster. You are the grief-stricken brother. You think, I can see them. I can see Ariana and mother and father. I can apologize. You put the ring on your finger. The curse hits you instantly. Your hand turns black. The flesh dies. Snape saves your life, trapping the curse in your hand. He gives you a year, 1 year to live. You look at your blackened hand. It is a fitting end. You have reached for power your whole life, and now it is killing you. You make a plan. You cannot die in bed. Your death must be useful. You call Snape. You give him the order. You must kill me. Severus. He is horrified. He argues. You are firm. If Draco Malfoy kills you, his soul will be ripped apart. He is just a boy. You will not let another boy be destroyed by war. If Snape kills you, he cements his position with Voldemort. He can protect the students. He can protect Harry. And the boy? Snape asks. The boy must die? Yes, you say. Voldemort must kill him himself. Snape casts his Patronus. a silver doe. He still loves Lily, after all this time. Always, he says. You feel ashamed. This bitter man has loved more purely than you ever did. The final tower. Your final year is a race. You teach Harry about Horcruxes. You show him the memories. You strip away the myth of Voldemort and show him the man. You are preparing him to walk to his death. You don't tell him the end of the plan. You are a coward to the last. The night comes. You drink the potion in the cave. It is designed to make you relive your worst memories. You scream. You see Ariana dying. You see Grindelwald laughing. You beg for it to stop. "Kill me," you scream. "It's all my fault." Harry drags you back. You are weak. You can barely stand. The dark mark hangs over the astronomy tower. Draco disarms you. You lose the Elder Wand. It doesn't matter anymore. You look at Draco. You see his shaking hands. You talk to him gently. You offer him protection. You are saving a soul one last time. The door bursts open. The Death Eaters arrive. Then Snape steps forward. His face is a mask of hatred, but his eyes are deep pools of pain. "Severus," you plead. Not for your life. You are pleading for him to end it, to keep the promise, to save the boy. Avada Kedavra. The green light hits you in the chest. It doesn't hurt. It feels like a release. You fall backward over the battlements. The wind rushes past your ears. The castle, your only home, spins away. For a moment, you are weightless. The burden of the world lifts off your shoulders. The guilt, the secrets, the lies, they all stay on the tower. You hit the ground. Darkness. Then white. You are at King's Cross Station. It is clean and empty. There is something under a bench, a small, flayed thing, whimpering. That is the piece of Voldemort that was in Harry. It is disgusting, but you feel pity, not fear. Harry arrives. He chose to die. Because he chose it, he survived. You are proud of him. He is the better man. He is the man you never could be. You tell him the truth, finally. You strip your soul bare. You admit your lust for power. You admit your friendship with Grindelwald. You ask for forgiveness without asking. Of course it is happening inside your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it is not real? You turn to go. You have a train to catch. You walk into the mist. For the first time in 115 years, you are not Albus Dumbledore, the leader, the legend, the general. You are just Albus. And maybe, just maybe, Ariana is waiting on the other side. Welcome to the next great adventure.